Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And today I'm back on the budget whiskies, and I found this one at my local online store. It is the Tamnavulin Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, bottled at 40% ABV. So if I look at the label, and I find it quite interesting that they have this label on, they were talking about it's matured in American casks, and then it is finished by 3 different types of sherry casks instead of in 3 different sherry casks. They don't mention the type of casks. Probably Oloroso sherry, but they don't mention it, so we don't know. There's nothing on the box, but they give you information with regards to the age statement. So no age statement on this box. They also don't tell me if they added coloring, but I do suspect that they probably did add some color to it, and they also probably non-chilled filtered, definitely not, so I'm sure they did some filtration on it. Nice little box. I kind of like the colors. I like the little green at the bottom. Apparently it is supposed to be the same as the roof of the distillery. They also have this green color, and they also incorporate it in the labeling as well. So on the color, let's have a quick look. As you can see, it's quite dark. So that's, for me, suggests, especially with non-age statement whiskey, that there's definitely some color that has been added. This is, well, batch number, for some reason, 30502. I don't know what that really signifies. It's a batch number of what? So for me, that is a little bit of useless information. So we are going to open this one up, and we are going to nose it. We're going to taste it, and we're going to give it a quick score. I think I paid about just over €20 for the bottle, so it is a budget whiskey. They have, this is the core range. They have 3 types of whiskies at the core range. They have a double cask. I don't have more information on that. I also have this sherry cask edition, the one that I have here, and they also have a red wine cask edition, and maybe I will try the other 2 as well in the near future. So the color. As you can see, it's a nice dark amber gold. Yeah, it's quite a cold day. It's quite clear, so I do suspect that it was chill filtered. On the nose. Wow, that is kind of interesting. A little orange notes, sweet oranges, maybe a little tangerine note. Lots of fruity notes, like a little fruit basket with oranges and tangerines and all the winter type of fruits that you get. The alcohol, sorry, the alcohol is quite strong for 40% ABV. If you stick your nose in it, you get that little burning sensation and the feeling of a cough coming up. I think the sherry notes are definitely there. It's very sweet, almost sugary sweet. A little bit of the vanilla definitely coming through. It's probably Oloroso sherry. It's got that, if you buy a bottle of Oloroso sherry, you open it up the first time, that little funky notes that come through, quite similar to that. But most big thing that you get is the sweetness. Brown sugar, dark sugars, the oranges. But the sweet is a little bit overpowering. Now, on the taste, it's quite sweet, but it's a lot of, well, it feels like it's a very high ABV. The alcohol, the alcohol is quite strong, which is very weird because it's not a strong alcohol. So you get that little bite on the tongue from the alcohol. Maybe it's because it's such a young whiskey, so it didn't have really much time to mellow out. So for me, that is a little bit strange, and not really that pleasant on the mouth. You still get that a little bit of a juicy orange bitterness, like a pomelos or something like that. It's not really a pleasant taste in the mouth. Fruity, fruits are still there. It is a little bit light, light fruit. Bitter oakiness coming through already. Tangerines, that bitterness of some grapefruit perhaps. This is a little sweet aftertaste into it. As you can see by my face, I'm not really a big fan of this one. I think the youthfulness of this whiskey is definitely shining through. On the second, third taste of it, it does get a little bit better. The oakiness also go up a little bit. On the finish, it's oakiness, a little bitterness, like espresso bitterness. No, yeah, it is an interesting whiskey. Didn't promise much on the nose, and it translated into the taste. It's flat. It's too much bitter notes, I think, in it. Where the bitterness comes from, I really don't know, because it can't be a very old whiskey anyway. So all in all, not a big fan. It might be it might be a good idea to use it in your cocktails. It's not something that I would go sit and enjoy as a sipper. Now that it's given a little bit time in the glass, yeah, a lot more vanilla notes coming through now. The bitter orangey notes are disappearing. So I get that sugary sweetness. It's actually becoming a little bit more pleasant now on the nose as well. Didn't do much for the taste. It's not unpleasant. I give them that. But will I buy it again? Definitely not. I think it's better to save up a little bit of your money and go for something a little bit more expensive and a little bit more friendly on the nose and friendly on the taste. So there's not really much to add on this whiskey. I will give it a score of 70 out of 100 just because of the price range of the whiskey. And that's me and my take on this whiskey. And I was thinking of getting all 3 bottles of the score range, but judging on this one, I am definitely not going to try the other 2 whiskies. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you as soon as possible for the next one. I have 2 more budget whiskies to be reviewed. Good evening and stay safe.